How are you guys doing today?
We're awesome, man. How are you?
I just want to say one thing, brother. You got to roll with him in the good times and the bad. We had a 20-year run. We'll be back. Don't give up hope.
Really funny you say this because Michelle, you don't know this, but every time Mark and I talk, I start every interview off talking about Boston sports because we're both from Boston.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And I do have an individual question about Boston sports for Mark, and here we go.
Well, I did find myself rooting for them to lose to get the good draft pick. And of course, as soon as I rooted for them to lose, they won.
Yeah, we're on the exact same page.
Yeah.
So here's my question. Do you think that Bill Belichick, who, I love, he won all these Super Bowls for us.
Uh-huh.
Like, what is the threshold for us with Bill Belichick coaching for the Patriots? Is there a limit to like a certain amount of losing seasons before we really have to say it might be time for you to go? Or because of how many Super Bowls he won, he has like carte blanche?
Well, I think carte blanche for a while. I think, it's very premature, having, an unprecedented 20-something year run. Dominating the entire league, not only the division, but so I think it's very unfair right now, the scrutiny that he's getting, and he's the greatest coach of all time. So let him do his thing. If he wants to win, 3 games in the season or 4 or 5, there's a method to the madness, and who are we to question what his approach is? That's what I was trying to explain to my wife as we were watching the game and they were winning. I was like, I would like to see them kind of lose and dump the season to get a good draft pick, but he's got a plan in mind, and so let him do his thing. He certainly earned it. And I've gotten so much joy from them winning that I'm okay with them not being that great. I mean, everybody else is loving to talk shit about the Patriots, excuse my language, but they've been down for a long time, getting stepped on by the Patriots, so let them enjoy their fun.
I agree with you. I think that he's brought so much joy to my life that whatever he wants to do, I'm sort of on board.
He's the best. There's a method to the madness.
So I have now some other questions for both of you since I have a little extra time. I'm a fan of both of your work, but there's going to be people out there who have never seen anything you've done before. So to those people, if they've never seen anything you've done, what's the first thing you'd like them watching and why?
For me, Family Plan.
Yeah, why?
We can get to all the other films that, we think are great for different reasons, but there's nothing more needed right now than a movie that brings everybody together and that really is enjoyable for the whole family. Normally you have a movie that the parents will tolerate because the kids want to see it and will go sit through it, or vice versa. The kids are kind of getting pushed to go see something that the parents want to see. But this is something that I've just seen families and audiences really thoroughly enjoy together and all find relatable. And at a time, especially this holiday season with all the craziness going on, to really just be able to enjoy themselves and laugh and cut up and see things that they can, identify with in their own personal lives. It's well needed. And then I give them a laundry list of movies to watch, starting out with me and Michelle on Patriots Day.
Patriots Day, of course.
We can start there.
No, that's a whole nother thing. So, Michelle, again, for both of you, but
yeah.
What's been the most nervous you've been the night before filming began for the first day of filming?
Oh, well, Mission Impossible 3 for sure. For sure. Yeah, that was such a big film for me. And, it was
Who directed that one?
J.J. Abrams. Yeah, it was just such a big film. I had just gotten married, kind of skipped my honeymoon to start the film right away. And yeah.
I didn't say anything.
Yeah. And,
no wonder we don't remember the anniversary.
And I remember, I know,
now
right?
We're getting somewhere.
And then I remember going to work, and I think maybe Tom and I had kind of an intimate scene. And of course, that was like the first scene. And I come, no. And then I come home from work. I was so nervous, and my husband was like, "Don't worry, you're gonna have a great."
Number
yeah, okay. He's like, "Don't worry, you're gonna follow his lead. You're gonna have a great time. It's gonna be wonderful." I come home at the end of the day, open up the hotel room. He said, "How was it?" And I was like, "Oh my God, it was amazing. He was so nice. It was great." He goes, "How cool is it that you were making out with Tom Cruise on our honeymoon?" Like, because we're just such fans. Like, and that's,
What the heck?
But it's sweet,
this
right?
day has changed a lot for me.
He's learning things.
Oh my God.
He's learning things.
Wow.
But that is a testament to the man that I married, which has just been totally supportive and is excited and jazzed for the opportunities. No.
It's like, oh my
no,
God.
He was
That's
just so
amazing.
proud, kind of proud. You know, I worked hard to get that role, and it was just one of those things. We just got married and really discovered our careers in New York together. And so that was really special. But I was very nervous, of course, the night before, and then wound up, proceeded to have just an amazing shoot with JJ and Tom and have all the respect for them in that franchise. And so I can't believe I shared that story, but it's the truth. And you, what was the most nervous you've ever been? I'm really curious because that's such a good question.
Right now. I think every day, the first day, obviously some movies more than others, but working with a new filmmaker, new people, but always kind of that excitement. I'll have the dream where, I forgot the lines. I don't have my script. Nobody's there with my pages, that sort of thing. But, as soon as you get that first shot done, it's done. It's always like, okay, let's go. As soon as you get the first shot in the can. But yeah, it's exciting. When that wears off, or that feeling like, wow, we did something really cool today wears off, I don't know. You might want to find something else.
Yeah, agreed. I love those nerves.
So of all the things that I expected to see in the family plan, the one thing I did not expect to see was Mark singing Vanilla Ice. Came completely out of left field because you've made a lot of movies. I don't remember the last time you sang in a movie.
Yeah. I unfortunately have had to do it a couple times. I don't like it, but
I'm just curious, was it tough to sell you on singing Vanilla Ice, the family as well, or you, just the two of you, I should say, or was it one of these things, let's just go for it?
At that point, it was like, let's just go for it. Yeah, absolutely. Simon had sent, I think, I don't know, a dozen songs, whatever the number was. Some of them were like random, like Irish folk songs, and, wanted to have a bunch of different options. I think the only one that we both knew was Ice Baby. So it was like, it was the obvious choice. Yeah. And it was fun, you know, it was fun. But I think,
One of the things about this film, and you sort of touched on it a little bit, is that it has something for everyone in terms of the kids actually have storylines. You guys have storylines. And so I do think for families who want to watch something together, everyone's going to get something out of it. Yeah. Can you sort of talk about that and maybe if that's what pulled you in to do this?
Yeah, all the roles are very well written, well-rounded characters, and people, whether they have kids or not, it's just very enjoyable from start to finish. It's filled with laughs, action, and lots of unexpected things, as you just referred to one of them. So that was exciting for me, and I got that gut feeling when I read the script, and then of course seeing the movie for the first time. I was watching it in my home in the living room. I turned it on, and I knew it was it's a PG-13 movie, so I didn't have to worry about anybody in the house seeing something that was inappropriate. And, by the time I started watching it, I started by myself, the whole family was sitting around the living room watching, including my father-in-law, and nobody reacted to anything other than laughing until, this one spits the toothbrush out of her mouth. And then I got the look from everybody. I hadn't, warned them about that particular scene, but.
Yeah, I think it's just a great film that everybody can relate to. It's like you see all of the, the teenagers and, the moms and dads sort of, trying to navigate life. It's that evolution of family, right? And trying to stay connected, and they're all kind of just going about their own ways. And I think that they're all just looking to kind of latch onto each other. And so you just see this family over the course of the film start to reconnect and believe in one another and communicate and listen. And it's just really hopeful. And I think families are going to really relate to it, all the themes, and really have a lot of fun watching it.
You've both done action in your career. You both did action in this movie. When you think about everything you've done, what's the sequence or scene that you really can't believe you did, or are you just exceptionally proud of?
I learned how to drive an 18-wheeler. I got my Class A driver's license for a film called Trucker, and I drove an 18-wheeler up and down the 10 and the Grapevine. And I still can't believe I did that for a film. I can't even drive a stick shift, but I can drive like a 12 speed with a splitter with a double clutch and yeah.
I'm very impressed, honestly.
I thought I had something impressive to say, but I'm just keeping my little humble accomplishments to myself.
Wait, but you've done some cool ass shit, Mark. I mean, like what's a sequence that you're especially proud of?
I don't know. I obviously it's 50 something films in. I've done quite a bit of different things, but I think anytime bringing true stories to the big screen, whether it be or playing a professional athlete and or bringing the brave men and women of Operation Red Wing to the screen or Father Stu, those are the things that I'm always the proudest of.
Mark, individual question for you. I've asked you this, I think, for like 17 years. Will I ever see you in The $6 Billion Man?
You know what? I think there is finally hope for that to happen. Wow. And I think it's kind of actually a lot to do with this movie because hopefully Skydance will have the rights, if not fully buttoned up now, very soon. And we'll fast track that movie to get made. So still not out of the fight. I'm still grinding every day to get it made. It's tough to get certain things made. It's very difficult. It's always an uphill battle, but I think certain ones are worth just seeing through to the end.
Listen, to me, that's a no-brainer movie. Has it been a rights issue or has it been just
it is now. I mean, we had the rights and we were trying to get the script right at Warner's and then, people have the TV rights, you have the estate, and then you have, I think Universal had the international and lots of things. So now to kind of bring it out free and clear, to be able to kind of work out all those different issues and then be able to start fresh with a new writer at Skydance. But I'm excited because nobody does action better than David and everybody and Dana and those guys at Skydance. So couldn't be more excited about the possibility.
Yeah, the one thing David Ellison is, I've spoken to him a number of times. He really loves movies.
Yeah,
he really does.
Yeah.
100%. Michelle, individual question for you. Yeah. What can you tease about your role in Maxine? Because that's one I'm very, very excited for. And also there's another Apple series you're in, an Apple series, Bad Monkey, which I'm also curious about.
Yeah. So I don't know how much I can say about Maxine because
let's put it out.
I'm going to be caught me at the end of the day. I have to be careful. Listen, I can tell you we've got an extraordinary cast. Ty has now, we see Maxine now in a different decade. So it's the third installment of the franchise. And so we see Mia Goth. She's incredible. Co-lead is Kevin Bacon. And I'm co-starring with Bobby Cannavale, Elizabeth Debicki, Lily Collins, Moses Subney. We've got an amazing cast. And we shot it in LA, so that gives you a sense of where it is, where it's set. And it's really an exciting film. I'm so proud. I've been a fan of his work as a filmmaker for a long time. And obviously I love A24. So really excited to have a project with them. And Bad Monkey, I'm really excited to share this with everybody. It's Bill Lawrence, so we kind of know his brand of comedy, but Vince Vaughn is kind of back on screen doing what he does best. And I am a firecracker of a character, someone I have not played a character like this whatsoever in my life. So I'm really excited about her. And we've got an amazing cast, Jodie Turner-Smith, Rob Delaney, it's just a wonderful, wonderful ensemble. And I think that'll probably be coming out in late spring, maybe early summer, set in Miami. And it's based on Carl Hiaasen book, of course, who's an amazing writer.
On that note, I need to stop. I'm just going to say, seriously, thank you for giving me your time and indulging in my Patriots questions, et cetera, et cetera.
All good, brother. Good to see you.